What's going on, beautiful people? Thank you guys for tuning in, watching these videos. I appreciate it. I am grateful that you chose to play this video because that means as much of a fucking bullshitter, a rambling bullshitter as I am, at least you're a little bit maybe interested in this bullshit and it may help you out in your life. So let's open up this bullshit talking about visualization, the law of attraction, visualization, how you can use your imaginations and use your imaging faculty, your visualization skills to completely transform yourself from one type of person in living, inhabiting one type of reality into a completely different person, a person you desire to become in a reality that you desire to manifest. And before I go on about visualization and everything, there's this theory, the multiverse theory, and the theory goes something like this. I'm gonna be butchering all over the place, so forgive me. The theory goes something like this. We live in the multiverse, so we live in a place where there are an infinite number of universes and they're parallel to each other. Meaning, in this universe right now, I'm speaking to this camera, but in another universe, I am not speaking to this camera. In another universe, I am jerking off. In another universe, I'm having sex with Jennifer Aniston. In another universe, I'm in jail. In another universe, I'm a drug dealer. In another universe, I am the best football player in the world. It's basically infinitely. So I'm everything and everyone. Because I exist in all of these universes. And all of these universes are just on top of each other. They're parallel, right? Parallel universes, multiverse. But they're infinite. Because there's actually an infinite number of possibilities. Whatever you can think of is there. Any version of you is there right now. The gay version of you is there. The straight version of you is there. The version that, just think of it, anything, right? Absolutely anything. There's a version of you right now that is taking a pretty smooth shit. Another version of you right now that is going Super Saiyan 3, just trying to get this shit out. All of these versions exist. That's the multiverse theory, parallel dimensions. And it is your human mind, this human mind that you have, choice, that takes you from one universe to another universe. Meaning, if I decided with my free will, with my consciousness, with my mind, that I'm not going to turn on this video, I would have created a whole different universe right now. I would have stepped out of my house, let's say, and I would have gone and done yoga. And I would have met somebody there and I would have had a conversation there. Whole different universe that exists, that is there if I made the choice of not making this video and instead leaving my house and going to do yoga. But I'm creating another universe right now, or I'm channeling, I'm not even creating, all of them exist already. I'm creating a universe right now. Sorry, again, not creating. Shifting into this universe where I'm making this video and that just changes my whole day, changes everything. Okay? Except for there's an infinite amount of those universes out there. So, think of visualization as you in this current space-time continuum, in this current universe that you're in. And you're visualizing another part of the multiverse. A part that you desire more, a reality that you desire more, a universe that you would prefer to be in right now. And when you visualize that universe, you're basically getting a glimpse of what could potentially become, what you can potentially become, what you can potentially be. So if you're someone right now who lacks confidence and maybe you sweat in social situations, maybe you have a minor stutter, maybe a major stutter, and you're shy and you don't have confidence and you maybe think of yourself as a coward, Well, I don't really think anybody wants to live in that universe. So you wanna, or much prefer, obviously, anybody would prefer to be in the universe, in the parallel universe, in the part of the multiverse where you're confident, you speak up, people listen to you when you speak, and you handle yourself well in social situations, and you have good social skills. So then, if you visualize that part of the multiverse, you're just channeling into it using your mind. And what remains is the work you have to do to get to that multiverse. So it's a combination of discipline and visualization. You visualize what you want to become. You use your conscious mind and say, all right, I'm going to become this type of person. I'm going to be this, and that. This is my conscious mind deciding. And then you say, I'm going to discipline myself and do whatever it takes to get to that part of the multiverse. So it's a two-way affair. You visualize it and then you have the discipline to carry it on. What we're going to talk about in this video is the visualization part, but also we'll discuss the discipline, the working part, the getting, the manifesting part. Okay. The purpose of visualization is to get you to feel a certain way. Is to instill a feeling that was previously unknown to you. If you're someone who's grown up with low self-esteem all your life, social anxiety all your life, that's all you know. That's all you feel. Your subconscious is programmed and wired in that way. Even the thoughts that come into your mind are stemming from the subconscious mind, the subconscious beliefs, the software that has been installed into your brain as you were a kid, either by your parents or your friends or your society, a combination of all of these things. That software told you you're a coward, you never amount to anything, you're a piece of shit, you're miserable, you have low self-esteem. Usually people are just projecting their own self-limiting beliefs on you. And then you take on the software and it becomes ingrained in your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind takes its root thoughts and everything from the subconscious. So this is the tape that's playing here. That's all you know, that's all you felt. That's all you've ever felt. You need to instill new feeling here. You need to instill new feeling. You need to feel confident. You haven't felt confident probably since you were a kid. You need to feel confident again. You need to feel relaxed again. You need to feel embraced again. You need to feel loved again. And only you and you can do that to you. Nobody else can. So this is when you resort to visualization. It's the beautiful act of traveling into different dimensions and different universes and bringing them closer to this current one in your waking consciousness. And what is required for you to visualize and do it successfully and see results is a total state of relaxation before starting your visualization. So if you're gonna visualize something, if you're gonna choose every day to take half an hour to an hour of your day, and you probably should, to visualize the person you want to become, take the first 15 to 20 minutes to relax, to meditate. Watch your breathing. Okay, just keep breathing. Put on some relaxing music, calm down, relax your nervous system, relax your mind. I like to put on relaxing music or binaural beats and meditate to it and relax to it. Do that for 15 to 20 minutes, okay? The point is to get you in hypnosis, to get you in a deep meditative state, in a deep hypnotic state, in which you're open and receptive. Your subconscious, we're trying to bypass the guard here, the conscious mind. the ego that tells you you're shit, you're not good enough, that gets all its ideas from the external world. We're trying to bypass that. In order for us to bypass that, to get to the real, because all the power is in your subconscious. You change your subconscious mind, your entire life changes. The entire person you become is completely transformed. The person you see in front of you here, the confidence that I emanate, and the conviction, it came from someone who was very shy. Not very, I don't want to exaggerate, but shy, and has low self-esteem, and very low self-esteem. I will put that, very low self-esteem. Okay? And I've done that. I've changed myself through visualization and discipline. So, visualization, again, you want to bypass the ego. You want to bypass the part of you here, bypass the part of you that is judging and constantly talking shit to you, right? And you gotta relax yourself. Meditate, get yourself in a hypnotic state, relax. Take 15 to 20 minutes usually to calm your nervous system, calm everything. Close your eyes, and I like to put on binaural beats. That's my favorite way of doing things as of late. Before, I would just use relaxing music. You can use either or you don't have to. You can just do it in silence. Then, in that relaxed state, you put yourself in a hypnotic state. You get your brainwave to drop to alpha and theta. See, when you're out into in the world, usually you're operating in beta. Beta is more chaotic and is where more anxiety, right? Alpha, so I think beta is like between 14 and 28 cycles per second. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Maybe I am, or a little bit off. Alpha is usually you have delta, that's dream state, between 0 and 4, I think. And then theta is between 4 and 7 or 4 and 8 hertz cycles per second. Theta, and then alpha is between like 7 and 14 or 8 and 14. When you're out into the world, especially in modern society, it's beta. It's just anxiety, just a lot of chaos. To relax, too much thoughts. You bring yourself into alpha state and theta state, in between those two. That's what a meditative state is. A deep meditative state is theta state. So you get yourself in an alpha or theta state. In those states, you're more open, you're more receptive. These are children are in alpha and theta state. You want to basically bring yourself back into that state again. You're receptive. Now you can access your subconscious mind, the dormant powerhouse that you have that determines your entire life. In that hypnotic, relaxed state of mind, you can begin to visualize, and you can begin to give instructions to your subconscious mind as how you want to become, as how you want to be, as who the person you are now in the present moment. You talk to your subconscious mind in the present moment, in the now. You visualize, you use imaging. So 15-20 minutes of relaxation, meditation, bringing your brain frequency down. Binaural beats will bring it down easier and more effortlessly. Now, there's nobody to tell you you're a piece of shit, because that we bypass that. We lower the frequency. You start to visualize yourself. If you're someone who's shy or low self-esteem, you start to visualize yourself in social situations, and you feel it this time. You really feel it. Look, and you run through scenarios, imaginary scenarios, right? You see yourself talking to someone, and you see yourself having a really good conversation, and you really talk to them. You run like an imaginary conversation, and you see they're interested in what you have to say, and then you run an imaginary conversation of them responding back, and you having a conversation. Then you run into another conversation in your head where you just feel confident, and you just feel yourself walking upright, and you see people respecting you, admiring you, and you just feel like you have value, you can offer value to the world. You run through these scenarios, these imaginary conversations, these imaginary situations, right? And you really just feel confident, you feel grateful for being confident, you feel happy, you feel at peace, you feel like you own yourself, you feel like you're grounded as you run through these scenarios and you imagine. And when you're in that state of mind, in that hypnosis, in that meditative state, alpha or theta frequency, you'll feel things much better, and you will your imagination is what children can imagine. I have a wide imagination because it's just they're in that state of consciousness all the time. You will be able to imagine things more vividly. You'll be able to imagine things more. If you can get so deep into your visualization and imagination that it becomes difficult to distinguish it from actual physical matter, waking consciousness. Really, really, like if you go deep into like a hypnotic meditative state and you start to visualize and you start to practice this every day, it becomes like real life. I swear to God, it becomes like real life. So if you're, say, an athlete and you want to become better, obviously you got to practice, but to make things even better, you can get yourself in that deep hypnotic state and then start to visualize yourself shooting better. If you're a martial artist, kicking better, kicking higher, and your body responds because you're subconscious now. You're talking to your subconscious in the present moment. Subconscious doesn't know the difference. It doesn't know the difference between reality and between anything else. The subconscious is all around us and it's everywhere and it's connected to everything. You talk to it in the present moment, right here, right now. And it responds and it goes to work for you. It's immoral. It's not good or bad. You tell it whatever, it does it to you. It answers your call. So you start to plant these seeds and you start to visualize these things and visualize the type of person you want to become. Run through imaginary scenarios. If you're, say, an athlete, you can practice your sport there. I've done that. I was stuck in handstands and I've done that. And boom, I started doing handstands because I just really felt myself, saw myself. I was there. My body, I was out of my body. You relax your body, your body goes to sleep almost. Hypnosis, meditative, theta state, alpha state. So your body's not there. So I'm there. I'm visualizing and I'm there. I'm doing the handstands. I'm walking. I'm out of my body here. Really crazy. The human mind, the imagination is responsible for everything. The phone that I'm talking to right now is because of the imagination. Someone imagined it and imagined this device and now it's here. So really, what you do when you do these things is you access different parallel realities that are just as real as this one. Just different parts of you. You're a multidimensional being. Different parts of you in different universes. And you access that part of you that is already confident. That's why they tell you you are everything you already want to be. Because you are everything you already want to be. Just access you in a better version, in a better universe, in a more desirable universe. And feel what that person, that version of you feels. Feel it here in the present moment. And then your reality will start to change. You gotta do this every day. You can't just do this one time and expect a difference. Because what happens, you do it the first time and you do your visualization for 20 to 30 minutes after you have gotten yourself in that deep hypnotic state. So now here's the thing. You don't do this one time. You do this one time, guess what? You're going to feel a little better. Right away, you're going to notice it. But you do this as a practice every day. And I swear to God, in a matter of 3 to 6 months, if you've been diligent, you've been visualizing, you've been really seeing yourself as a different person, you will just see things spontaneously change. You will find yourself suddenly acting differently, walking differently, saying things differently, acting differently, and responding differently to circumstances. You're like, you'll find yourself, if you practice, you'll find yourself saying stuff. It just comes up and you're like, whoa, I visualized this and now I said it at the right perfect time, at the right perfect moment with the right perfect person. It's amazing. It's incredible. And it's your subconscious going to work for you. We're operating mostly by our subconscious mind. 95 to 99% of everything we do and even our thoughts stem from our subconscious mind. So you're going in, you're the programmer, you're rewiring, you're refixing, you're uninstalling the old software and you're installing new software, more desirable software, and then things start to unfold in this waking consciousness at this current space-time continuum. In this waking reality, you start to feel changing, and you start to see things happen, different circumstances, different people popping up, it's like you entered a new dimension. You literally entered a new dimension. But you gotta do this every day. And you gotta take visualization as a practice. You gotta keep practicing this over and over and over. and amazing things will begin to happen. Now, there is the discipline part. There's that. So visualization and discipline brings you to the new multiverse. Now, don't get attached to to exactly like if you imagine something. Let's say you imagine yourself in a loving relationship with a certain woman. Don't get attached to that certain woman, because the universe might have like another relationship for you, but it's the same feeling. So you're looking for feeling here when you visualize. You're not looking for outcome. You're not attached to an outcome. You're not attached to like a certain thing or a certain part of the multiverse. You're basically just using the feeling of what it feels like to be in that universe. And that feeling will create a new dimension, a new reality, a new world, a new way of being in this reality. You understand what I'm saying? So don't get attached. Your feeling. If I want to emphasize on something here, it's a feeling. You want to feel whatever you're visualizing. Okay? Feel it. Feel it. See it here, but feel it. And you feel it. Okay? So then there's the discipline part, and there's the hard work part, right? I can't just sit here and continuously visualize myself as someone who has 1 million subscribers and is, public speaker and has like these big things. No, I'm working towards it also. But guess what? Because I visualize I'm a public speaker, I'm a confident person, what I say is interesting and people are interested to listen to my bullshit. So when I visualize it, I feel it, then I have the urge to make videos. So I'm still doing the work. You can't just like sit on a couch or your bed and just visualize. But if you do it properly, if you do the visualization properly and you feel it in your nervous system and your subconscious mind gets the message, you will have the natural urge, the natural spontaneous urge to get up and act upon whatever you just visualized. So if I'm visualizing myself with 1 million subscribers and a confident public speaker and has like thousands of videos and is, making a lot of money and etc., and I'm feeling it, guess what? I'm done visualization. I'm like, oh my God, this is sick. And then I'm so urged. I'm so excited. I have this just natural urge to start acting on that, making videos, making it happen. You see? So it's a two-way thing. But if you're doing your visualization properly, the discipline and the action will come naturally. You understand? And now you gotta trust the universe also. That's the third part of it. Trust the universe. The universe sometimes has a better plan for you, a better thing for you. Trust the universe. It's this delicate balance, this triad, the triangle, right? All right, confirmed. Saeed Illuminati. It's this thing, okay? This part here, the top of the pyramid, is trusting the universe. And then here is visualization, looking at the part of the multiverse that you want to become and becoming that. And here is the discipline and the action, which happens spontaneously and naturally if you've been doing the visualization correctly and in the right mental state, and if you've been trusting the universe. Then the action happens simultaneously. As you start to take action, the universe starts to provide you with opportunities and people and synchronicities and all of that. Okay? So, obviously I can go on about this topic of visualization forever. So you guys already know this is not going to be the first or the last video to talk about these interesting concepts, the human mind, how we can change ourselves, the subconscious, the conscious. One of you guys recommended me a book, an audiobook called How to Play and Master the Game of Life or something. And I've started to listen to it and it talks about these things and it's amazing. Thank you for recommending me. I think Kush was your name, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you. It's really amazing. And I love this kind of stuff. So of course, more videos like this for sure. I feel like I just scratched the surface here with all of this 25 minute of rambling bullshitting. I feel like I just barely scratched the surface. So more videos like that for sure. God bless you all, guys. Keep doing your thing, keep improving, keep being you. And as always, don't forget to subscribe or you're gonna sleep with the fishes.